Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to a new vlog. If you're new here, my name is Aziza. So today's Wednesday. I just got home from my Pilates class. It is pretty late in the morning. It's 7:25 and my kids are not awake yet, but I wanted to welcome you guys to a new vlog because this is going to be another weekly days in my life, work days in my life vlog. So hope you enjoy. So I started doing Pilates or going to this new Pilates studio since last week, and I've been loving it. And I found that even though it's really hard for me to get up in the mornings to make the earliest class available, which is at 6 a.m., I've been doing that. I've honestly been going to a lot of morning classes, and that's the only time out of the day where I truly feel like I can just kind of get away for a little bit and pour into myself. So I'm really pleased with that. I've been waking up at like 5:15, between 5:15 and 5:30 in the morning for the days that I do go to the gym, which is at least three days out of the week, and I've been feeling pretty good about that. So today was one of those days as well. I do have to go to the office today. I shouldn't be talking to you guys right now because I should be waking the kids up, but I wanted to start the vlog here because if I don't, then we're never gonna start it. Okay, so first things first, I just made myself a cup of coffee over here. My kids are now back in school. Back to school started for my son this past Friday. Was his first day, and then this is like our first full week back in school, so that's great. My daughter is now in pre-K. She goes to the Georgia pre-K program at her current daycare, which is also in the same daycare as my youngest, and my son goes to elementary school and he is in the 4th grade. Okay, so let's start over here. This is for my son. He's having 2 waffles, some turkey pepperoni and strawberries. My youngest is going to have some croissants, strawberries and turkey pepperoni, and my daughter, my middle child, is going to have pancakes with strawberries and turkey pepperoni. But with her, she will have hers specifically with syrup because she wouldn't have it any other way. So that's their breakfast. And for the 3 of them, I do have some milk already poured out for them here as well. And for me, I haven't eaten anything yet. I'm just drinking my coffee over here. I just made myself a vanilla latte. Good morning, guys. Alexa, turn on kids light. Come on, it's 7:25. Wake up, baby. Come on, Alden, wake up. Wakey, wakey. Come on. I already made your breakfast, girlfriend.
Thank you.
She's so much, Lydia. Alden, wake up, baby. Good morning, baby. Hey, Bowie. Bowie. Good morning. Good morning.
Oh, is it my girl?
Ah. Uh-oh. Cute. This is for her school. Thanks. Oh, you're such a good big sister, Olivia. So proud of you. I just got this shirt from Target. It's so cute. It says Mama or Je t'aime Mama. You guys, I don't know what is wrong with me. See, here's the thing. I got up early. I went to go work out. And that's the other thing too. My class is at 6 a.m., right? And unfortunately, that's the earliest class that they have, which is not that easy to get to. Because this morning I was really close to like not going. And I was really close to like not going, but I had to make myself get out of bed because they have a $20 no-show fee. And that's way too expensive. And then obviously you can't cancel it as well because it's going to be considered as a late cancel. So I went, and I had already made lunch and everything the night before because I knew that like, okay, as soon as I come back, it's going to be like go, go, go. I also like mentally prepared myself as far as like breakfast, what to make for the kids. And this morning, Ryan did not wake them up because I think it was yesterday when I went to the workout class. When I came back, Ryan had already woken them up, so they were like eating breakfast while I was coming back from the gym. but they didn't get to do that. So I had to wake them up, everything as you saw, like 7:25, and that was already late because technically I should be out of the house by 7:45 since I have to take Livia to her pre-K by 8 o'clock, and they have a 10-minute grace period. So like 8:10 is the latest, but I want to make sure that I drop her off at 8 o'clock, right? So we did that. I was able to get everyone out of the door in the car, strapped in and everything by like 7:50. So that's not too bad. And the daycare is not far from my house, but in the morning with back to school traffic and everything, there's a lot more cars. So instead of 10 minutes, it takes me 15 to 20 minutes max to get to her daycare. So this morning it was 15 minutes, which was the usual average time. And as soon as I got out of the garage, my son Alden was like, "Mommy, can I come with you?" And one thing about me is like when my son or my kids say, "Mommy, can I come with you?" I'm just gonna say like, "Okay, yeah, you can come with me," not thinking that I'm not gonna make it in time. So I told him, "Yeah, you can come with me." And so he came with me in the car, and then I realized as soon as he got in, like, shoot, by the time I drop off the girls, it's already like 8:05, and it takes 30 minutes from the daycare to his school because of traffic and everything. And I just got to his school at like 8:35, I think. And I don't know, like it's 8:30 and I'm still in the car. I haven't even gotten on the highway, and I'll be getting to work at 9 o'clock, which is so late. So I'm kicking myself in the foot for that because honestly, yeah, I don't know. And Ryan called me. Ryan was like, "Why are you taking Alden?" I'm like, I don't know why I'm taking Alden. I wasn't thinking straight. So here I am with an extra commute, and I'm gonna get to work late. Yeah, I'm so mad at myself for that. But anywho, that's my morning so far, you guys. And there's so much cars, and I don't have my makeup. But what I've been doing, honestly, is I've been putting my makeup on in the car on my commute. But since I am going to be getting on 75, which is a huge interstate, I'm not going to put my makeup on until I get to more of the back roads when it's a little bit quieter, because there's also a lot of stop and go traffic. But until then, I'm just going to go ahead and focus on the road because I need to. You guys, today was such a long day. It is 6 o'clock and I ended up leaving pretty late from my usual time because I did come in later today. So I left at like 5:45, and by the time I got to my car it was like 5:50, and I just realized that like it takes 35 minutes to get to my daughter's daycare, and the daycare closes at 6:30. So my GPS says that I'll be reaching there at 6:27. So they will be the last kids to be picked up today, which I feel so bad for, but it's one of those days. I just had a lot of things going on and I just needed to stay extra because I just got in super late today. But other than that, my day today was great. Like I said, I got a lot of things done today, which is amazing. We just have a bunch of deliverables due like this week and next week, and it's actually insane like how much stuff we have going on right now that's due at the same time. So I'm really trying to keep up like with all of the different deadlines and just prioritizing, like, you know, in terms of my projects and based on the deadlines, like what needs to be done first, etc. So definitely doing that. So my game plan is I am working on the stuff that are a little bit more tedious for me, and I've gotten most of the tedious projects kind of like out of the way. I still have maybe 2 or 3 of those to work on. And then tomorrow though, I need to start something that's a lot less tedious, but it's going to be a lot in terms of like sheer volume. So I need to start like getting started on that, because that one I do have a deadline by Friday, and the more tedious work that I'm doing is not due until next Tuesday. So we have a little bit more time, which is great. So yeah, just kind of like working through priorities. And I feel like in that situation, which I think we all could relate, when it comes to like handling multiple deliverables at one time and different projects at one time. Like you just kind of have to prioritize based on like what's needed first, which one has the most urgency, so on and so forth. So that's what I'm doing. And I did bring my lunch today, you guys, but because I didn't have my breakfast and because I was running behind and because I brought a salad only for lunch, I was so hungry that a salad didn't sound like it was going to fill me up. So I ended up getting Jimmy John's, but I did have a $2 off coupon, which was great. So I managed to save some money for that. Always gotta love a deal, you know what I mean? So I got Jimmy John's. There's a Jimmy John's right around the office building. And I love Jimmy John's because I used to work at one. I used to manage one. So I just love Jimmy John's. Good morning, everyone. It's the next day and I'm at home today. Surprise, surprise, I'm at home today. I will tell you what happened last night, but good morning, guys. It is Thursday today and yeah, I was supposed to go to the office, but unfortunately something crazy happened last night. So I think the last time when I talked to you guys, I was in the car on the way back home from work, and as soon as we got home, you know, there was already dinner waiting for us because Ryan and Alden had come back home before us and they got started on dinner. So I came home, Livia and Lena had their dinner, and then I started eating as well. And after we had dinner, I usually just like let the kids kind of like play and like just have some free time doing whatever they want to do. And while they do that, I'm also just kind of like taking a break and just like scrolling. I was actually on the phone with my sister. So that was that. But fast forward, I think it was around 8 o'clock was when I went upstairs and I was just like saying hi to my husband and stuff like that. We were just kind of like catching up and the kids were also in our room. We were just kind of like, just relaxing. Then I was like, okay, I need to get started on bath time because I have a 9 p.m. phone call. So I got on my call, and my call is usually an hour, but yesterday we actually finished pretty early. But while I was on the call, I got a text message from my husband saying that there's an emergency. He sends me another text message and he was like, I need you to come upstairs, medical issue. And I was like, oh my gosh. So I quickly like turned my computer off and everything, went upstairs, and by this time I realized that like Coco was not around me. So I started calling her name like Coco, and usually if I do that, she'll just come running at me, but she didn't do that. So I was like, okay, this is so weird. Like, where is she? So I thought she was upstairs, right? So I went upstairs and I was like, hey, is Coco with you? And sure enough, as soon as I got in the room, Coco was in her bed in our room. Then I was like, what's going on? I asked Ryan, I was like, what's going on? He goes like, just like, he seemed fine. So I was like, okay, thank God, like Ryan's fine. Then he was like, call her name, like the dog's name. So I was like, okay, like, is she okay? And she just call her name. So I was like, okay. So I called her name and she came to me and she started like walking super funny. Like her gait was completely off center, off kilter, off balance. And her legs were like just like she couldn't stand up straight, right? Immediately I'm like, oh my gosh, did she like hurt herself in her legs? Because it seems like she was like paralyzed in the back legs. And I have PTSD from that because my previous dog had IVDD. And so we had dealt with that situation for a long time. And IVDD also came out of the blue for Ziggy. Unfortunately, he passed because of that. So I was like, oh my gosh, what's going on? I thought maybe she just limped because maybe she, I don't know, like hurt herself a little bit, because that has happened before when she jumps too high, whatever. Sometimes she just like, you know, like your knee gets a little weird if you go crazy on your body, like your physical body, right? But then I realized it was more than that. Then Ryan says like, I don't know like what's wrong with her, but she's just like, she's not herself. And you could tell she's not herself. She's not like jumping. She's not happy. Like she's just so off. Like she looks so like just not herself. Okay. And then on top of that, she was throwing up. So she had thrown up in Lena's room, she had thrown up here, she had thrown up there. So I was like, oh my gosh, like why is she throwing up? And then when I picked her up, like she was like shaking, like her body was shaking. So I was like, oh my gosh, she has the tremors, like what's going on? It was just so weird. So then I went downstairs, I'm like, oh my gosh, I need to like figure something out. So I called the emergency vet. This is already like 10 o'clock something at night, right? Called the emergency vet and they were like, yeah, you know, it sounds like I would recommend you bringing her in just to be safe. So I was like, yeah. So anywho, drove her to the vet. Thankfully, the wait was not too long, and they took her in and they said, you know, like what's wrong with her, like just kind of like they were just trying to figure out like what was wrong with her, right? So they had asked us all these questions like, did she eat this? Did she eat that? Did she do this? Did she that? Like all these things. And I think what we came down to was that she had probably eaten something that she shouldn't have eaten, because they said that she was like hypersensitive, because when they put their hands like around her face, she was kind of like doing that. And she seems like she was high, like she was so out of it. So they were like, maybe she took like a Xanax, maybe she took a sleeping pill, or like, I'm like, no, we don't even have antidepressants in our house or anything like that. No, even with like alcohol, it's like locked away, because we do have young kids. But what it came down to is she ate something toxic. And my guess is that she ate one of the kids' candy, because Ryan says he found a bag of like push pop in Lena's room. And sometimes with push pop or like candy, there's xylitol, which can be extremely harmful to dogs. So that's what I'm thinking, is she ate something really bad. So we had to leave her overnight at the hospital, because we had to put her in fluids just to completely flush it out, because the doctor said that it didn't seem like she was in pain physically. She wasn't wincing, she wasn't in pain. So the imbalance is really coming from something that she had eaten. So it's more of a toxic shock, basically. And they flushed her out and everything, and thankfully she's like back to herself. However, she still has her catheter like in her arm, and it's bandaged up. She has a collar right now, and they told me to monitor her at home. So thankfully I don't have to take her to her vet, because I already spent like, let's not talk about it, but hopefully insurance will cover everything. But yeah, that's been my night. And yesterday I was so tired because I got up at 5 in the morning, just a long day at work, coming back, went straight to work again, went out to the doctor, had like maybe 5 hours of sleep, right? Because I couldn't sleep. Last night I was so stressed out. Got up this morning because I had to pick her up between the hours of 6 and 7 a.m. So I had to get up again, go out, pick her up, come back home, send the girls to school. Like, it's just been a morning. So that's my morning. But we made it, and we're going to make sure Coco's okay. And right now I'm just doing a lot of work that's due within the next few days, as I told you yesterday. So let's get to it, guys. Happy Thursday. This is probably going to be a really chatty vlog. I hope you guys don't mind, but today's Tuesday. It is August 12th, and I am traveling on my first work trip with my new company this morning. Okay, so it's 6:14 in the morning right now. I just got dressed. I decided to just come on here to say good morning to you guys really quickly. I just made myself a cup of coffee, and I have finished packing up all my stuff. I'll show you kind of like what I am bringing in a little bit, but I am going to go ahead and head out to the airport now, because my flight leaves at 9 a.m. So I want to make sure that like I find parking and everything. And I am driving to the airport today because I think it's just easier for me to drive. And I'm going to have to take the car seat out of my car so that my mom, which she's going to be coming to help us out, she can put Olivia's car seat in her car, and Alden can sit in the front seat in her car because he's a little bit older now. And my mom has an extra booster seat for one of the kids, so that's great. But we're gonna go ahead and do that. But I wanted to say good morning, y'all. I feel bad already because I'm not bringing my personal computers. I'm not gonna be able to edit my vlog, so there's not gonna be a vlog coming out during the week. As soon as I get back though, on Friday, is when I'm going to go ahead and edit my video for this coming weekend. But anywho, let me show you what I'm working with really quickly. So I have my carry-on over here. I'm going to be staying from Tuesday to Friday, so all my stuff is there. I do have this kind of like linen jacket slash blazer thing that I always bring with me on my trips. And then I am going to be wearing my MBA backpack. I haven't worn her in such a long time, but she's such a great travel backpack because she's huge, as you can see. So I have my computer in here and a lot of my other stuff in here as well. And I'm also going to be bringing a small crossbody bag here so that I can put it in the plane when I'm boarding, but when I'm done I can just take it out, and this has like my wallet and my personal belongings, so that's great. I do have my contact solution that I am gonna put in here, and I will also be bringing my gear here as well, my camera gear. So that's that. And here's the fit. I'm super hot right now, so that's why my hair is kind of up in this hair clips, but I just have on a shirt here that I got from Uniqlo, which is one of my favorite places to go get basics, my jeans and my white sneakers. This is basically my uniform. I wear this all the time. Y'all, this backpack is ginormous. That is crazy, but you know what? If it's a lot of stuff, and that's the most important thing. Also, I'm going to be bringing my Owala bottle here, but I need to empty her out first. Coco, you make sure you become a good doggy, okay? You are already a good doggy, but make sure you're on good behavior, okay? Don't get in trouble, okay? I know. I miss you. I didn't leave 2 hours ago. Bye. How's your toe? Wait, I like your shirt. Where'd you get it from? No. Oh, I just put Coco in jail. Sure do went out. Bye. I'm gonna take my Olivia's. Can I get a hug? Hi guys, is it weird that you're in bed with me right now? But I am in bed. I just had a long day, and I actually have been back in my hotel room for like an hour now, but I was on the phone first with my mom because she is helping us out with the kiddos, and I called my husband after that, and I was just on my phone because I was editing a TikTok video. After I edited my video, I had like 1% left on my phone, so I just put it on the charger to charge. But it's actually not that late right now. I think it's about 10 o'clock at night. Today was such a great day. As you know, I woke up super early. I don't even know if I even had the chance to talk to you guys this morning. I think I did, but after I got here, I don't think I was able to even like say hi to you guys. But hi, I'm in Providence, Rhode Island right now. As soon as we got into town, we went straight to the office, and I've been in the office all day, basically from like 11 o'clock this morning to like 6. Then we left. We came here to the hotel to check in really quickly. I dropped off my bags, and we went straight to dinner. And there were like five of us that came from out of town, so we all had dinner together, which is really, really nice. And I don't know if you guys have been following with the vlogs, but if you have been following along, you know that I just started working this new company. So it was my first time kind of like meeting like some of the people over here, or like I've met them before, but like I haven't really had the chance to like really get to know them. So that was really, really nice to be able to do that. Plus, before we even went to dinner, I was able to meet up with my coworkers that are in this specific office, and I have one counterpart who works over here, and he's kind of like my partner and like my like in this specific space that we're in. So I am really excited to be able to like meet up with him face to face today, and also some other coworkers that are also my team that lives out here or that live out here. And tomorrow I'm going to be able to spend more time with my counterpart over here as well, which I'm really, really looking forward to. So that was really nice. Also, my boss is over here too, so that's really, really nice. But so far, you guys, Providence, I love Rhode Island so far, and I say this in every places that I go. I love seeing cities with character like that, and yeah, it just really is cool. Although I'm not really here to like go sightseeing or anything like that, but even if I'm just like seeing it in passing, at least I can say like, oh yeah, I've been there, like I know what that looks like. But either way, I'm really excited to spend some time with my coworkers, and the office is really, really pretty, by the way, and everyone's just been so nice and lovely, and yeah. But I am actually going to go ahead and go to bed because, like I said, it's just been a very long day for me. And I was going to read my book. By the way, I started reading this book called The Summer I Turned Pretty by Jenny Han. There is the new series on, I think it's Prime Video. I really wanted to watch that, but I told myself that I'm going to read this book first before I start watching the series. But I need to read it before the end of the summer, so just gotta do that. So far it's been a pretty easy read. I started yesterday or 2 days ago, and I'm already like 60% through, so that's great. But I'm not gonna read tonight because I already read enough today, a little bit on the flight today. And yeah, also my meeting went well today as well, so that was great. There's just a lot of preparation going up into this meeting and the meeting tomorrow, but I'm not going to be in the meeting tomorrow, but there's a lot of preparation that went up to this point, so I'm actually glad to have a little bit of a breathing room so that I can work on other stuff.